Hey everyone, I want you to just take a second and picture this. Imagine you're walking through the narrow, bustling streets of Hanoi's old quarter. You can almost feel the centuries of stories baked into the old buildings, right? It's like you can taste the history in the air. It's this really powerful, immersive feeling.
But how do you actually describe that? That whole experience of being totally surrounded by history and culture. How do you capture that in just one elegant English word? What's the right word that really does it justice?
Well, the word we're looking for is steeped. The sentence, Hanoi is steeped in history, just captures that feeling perfectly. It's such a great adjective, and it adds so much color to your vocabulary. So let's break it down, what it means, and more importantly, how you can start using it.
Okay, first things first. Let's really get into the core meaning of this word. What are we actually saying when we describe something as steeped? So, the official definition says it means to be deeply filled with or strongly influenced by something. So we're not just talking about a little hint of history or culture here. No, it means being completely and profoundly shaped by it.
Let me put it another way, a much simpler way to think about it. If a place is steeped in history, it means that history isn't just part of the city, history is the city. It's everywhere, in every little corner, totally surrounding you.
And here is a fantastic way to remember this. Seriously, this analogy is perfect. Think about making tea. You steep tea leaves in hot water, right? And what happens? The water becomes completely filled with the flavor and the color of the tea. Well, in the exact same way, a city like Hanoi has been soaking in its own history for centuries until it's just completely filled with its essence. That's the powerful, figurative meaning we're talking about.
Okay, so I think we've got the meaning down. Now let's talk about how to actually use it correctly in a sentence. Luckily, this is the easy part. There's a really simple formula. The key thing to remember is that steeped is almost always followed by the preposition in. So you get steeped in history, steeped in culture, steeped in tradition. It's a structure you can really rely on.
And for my Vietnamese learners watching, this is where it might really click for you. When you think of steeped, you can connect it to phrases in your own language, like dum chet or thum dum, or maybe nuum. Thinking of those should give you a really strong, intuitive feel for what this word means. But here's the cool part. Steeped isn't just for cities in history. It's actually a much more flexible word than you might think. You can use it to describe all kinds of things that are deeply filled with a certain quality.
For instance, you could talk about a family that is steeped in tradition. That means their whole lives are shaped by these long-held customs. Or maybe a movie that's steeped in sadness, where you feel that emotion in every single scene. You could even describe an old castle as being steeped in mystery, totally full of legends and unanswered questions. See how versatile it is?
All right, so we've broken it down, we've looked at the examples, and now it's time for you to make this word your own.
So, whenever you want to remember how to use steeped, just go back to our main example, Hanoi. Picture it. A city that is literally soaking in, completely surrounded by and beautifully shaped by its long and incredible history. It's the perfect mental image to lock this word in your mind.
So, I'll leave you with this question to think about. What in your life is steeped in something special? Maybe it's your hometown, or a family story that gets told over and over, or even a book that you love. Think about it and try to make your own sentence. Thanks so much for watching.